So what's up, everybody? Welcome back to the channel. In this video, we're going to do several little updates. Number one, we're going to talk about this set here, the New Adventures of Superman that I bought in Big Lots. One of you guys mentioned there might be a problem with it. So we'll talk about that. We'll talk about Big Lots. A couple of you in the chatter of that video talked about, your store closings. And then also, this could be like a semi-update on the Warner Brothers disc rot thing. And then I'm going to just give you my brief thoughts. I watched some of these episodes. I'll let you know about it. So let's get into the video. What are we waiting for? Let's go.
Let me talk to you.
So what's up, everybody? Welcome back to the JeffMan316 Pop Culture Reporter channel. I'm your host, as always, JeffMan316, and we're talking first the New Adventures of Superman. And why am I talking about this? Well, I purchased it at Big Lots here recently, and so one of the reasons we were talking about Big Lots is I did a store hunt, and then I did a little mini haul, and then I talked about the one topic everybody's been talking about online about Big Lots store closing. So they posted a list a while back, a couple weeks ago, of all the stores that they were going to close, and it was a pretty short list as far as Virginia goes. That's where I live. So I looked, and it was no store in my area. Then randomly, I go on Facebook, and I'm a part of a Big Lots group, and I'm part of one of the little local cities has a group on there. And the big news was that they were closing the newest Big Lots store that they just opened like a year and a half ago. It's a really nice, clean store. It's one of the ones I do a lot of hunts in these Big Lots videos that I do. And I couldn't understand it. I'm like, I understand that, the times are tough. Everybody's talking about the economy or whatever, and they're not making enough money. But why would you not close the newest store, the one that looks the best, the one to me that has the biggest stock of physical media? So it kind of sucks.
This sucks, and it's horseshit. But I'm too polite to say anything because I'm a class act.
But either way, they're doing 20% off right now. So one of the things I was talking about with somebody was almost any day of the week, I can get a 20% off coupon, or if I've bought anything, I can get a coupon that could pretty much get me what people are getting now. And I know it'll go more, but all the good stuff will be gone after it's 25% off. They'll snatch up all the good stuff. But I purchased this set. I think it was $6.99, The New Adventures of Superman. It's some of the really old cartoons from Superman. I think it's from the 60s, obviously. It was originally produced by Filmation Associates. These are the animated Superman episodes that were, obviously seen on Saturday morning. This has got 36 episodes of retro fun. I know there's another volume that's basically called Season 2 and 3. So this is 2 discs, 36 episodes from DC. One of the things I will tell you guys about is it was a pain in the ass the way they got this in here. It's one of those ones that's got the trays, built into the cardboard. It's a pain in the ass getting this out of the case. I had to shake it and shake it and shake it, and finally it came out. It's a little easier, I find, if you put it in with the actual spine on the outside, but that's not the way it was sealed in there. So this is the way I suggest doing it, is putting it in with the spine where you can read it on the outside. And then I was able to it was more easy to get my fingers in the edge to pull it out than if it was the edge that was open. That cardboard is very thin there, and I didn't want to bend it. But either way, now that I've got it open, I'll show it to you. There's a better look at the front cover. That front matches right there. It's got some of the episodes on the back. Here's the inside. So it lists, I like how they did that, back in the day. It lists all the ones on disc 1 and disc 2. Special features, Superman in 66 retrospective featurette. There's your 2 discs. Disc 1, disc 2. That's Lex Luthor from the cartoon. So I went ahead. I hadn't watched these in years. Now, I remember back in the day, I think I had a DVD of these, and I also had a VHS. So I've seen some of these cartoons, and I'll just go ahead and tell you, it's obviously nothing like any of the new cartoons. You remember, this is the 60s. Kind of cheesy. They're short and sweet, about 6.5 minutes each. That's why they can fit all those on 2 discs comfortably. It's classic Superman. It's almost like a comic strip come to life. I will say that the video quality of the episodes is a wide range. I watched 2 or 3 on the second disc. I'll tell you why I started with the second disc in a second. That looked really good. I mean, clean. The animation was great. The sound was good. And then randomly, man, I got toward the end, one of the final episodes on the second disc. Man, it looked like garbage. I mean, like hot garbage. It was specs, dirty. It was terrible. So much grain and dirt and dust on the screen that in a couple places it almost looked like it shimmered. I'm watching this in my 4K player. Obviously, it's upscaling it a little bit. Maybe that's the problem. This could do with a cleanup if they really do clean it up. I mean, I'm talking about dirt, specks on the screen so thick you could see them going by with the animation as it went. One of them, the sound sounded a little muffled. So, man, maybe the master prints of these are not good. They're all in 4:3 standard ratio. But then there's other ones that look really good, pretty close to what I remember watching, cartoons on Saturday morning. Fairly clean, good audio, no dust and dirt on the animation. So such a wide range there. I'm just telling you that if you get it, do not expect anything close to animation from now. It is very vintage. That's a little bit of the appeal to me. I like this stuff. I'm older than some of these other YouTubers that do physical media. I like the vintage nostalgia feel. I like going back and watching it. I will tell you though, I was watching this the night I'm recording this. I watched one of the discs, and my wife comes in and is like, "What are you watching? Why are you watching this? Why are you watching cartoons?" And I was like, "I watch a lot of animated stuff." And she goes, "Well, nothing like old like that." And it is kind of cheesy. When I say cheesy, man, it is exactly like to the beat of like pretty much routine, rinse, cycle, repeat each one. Cliche Superman, up and away, puns, like when he's talking about the abominable snow monster or ice monster or whatever it is. He was like, "Oh, these are cold, hard facts." That kind of thing. Really, the puns are cheesy. At the end of every episode, whether it's Clark talking to Lois or Superman talking to Lois or Superman talking to the screen, everything ends in a wink, like he's got a really bad joke. So it's cheesy, but it's fun. It's nostalgic. I like it. For $6.99, I recommend this. And one of the other reasons I could say that I recommend this is one of you on my video commented that you had this set, and depending on which version I got, because I guess there's an updated version, that I could have it to where a disc rot is prevalent and you couldn't play some of the episodes on the second disc. I watched the entire second disc. Everything worked for me on my set. I've got the ones, you saw the disc with the picture artwork on the disc. I guess somebody said the updated ones have just maybe solid colors. So one of my regulars mentioned that in the comments, so I told him I would watch it. That was another reason I'm doing this video. So I know I'm going too in depth about Superman, but I just thought it was kind of cool, and it's covering a lot of topics. So that topic of disc rot, man, I know at least one of you guys I went back and forth where they were like, "Oh, it's all about the way you store your disc," and I'm like, bullshit, it's not.
A bullshit? A bullshit? A bullshit.
I've got some discs that have been perfectly air conditioned, kept right up here in my collection, behind some of them behind the doors of cabinets. Really nice, cool, like air conditioned in the summer, heat in the winter, kept it at really good temperature, and they had disc rot. I did that video about disc rot. I'll link it here. So there are ones with disc rot. So this one for me did not. I also will put a link to the one person who had a supposedly quote unquote master list of some of the titles that had disc rot. And like I said, watch my video about that. I did have some that had disc rot. That one whole horror set, almost every movie in it would not play. And that's been in this room since I moved into this house. I haven't had any trouble with my videotapes, with my DVDs, with my 4Ks, Blu-rays. But the ones off of that list randomly had some issues. But I think if you find this at Big Lots, you'll be safe. So, hey, lots of topics there. Let me know in the comments down below. They said they weren't closing as many stores, but some of you guys commented on my Big Lots video that all the stores in your area are closing. So what the hell's going up with that? I mean, they expanded that list awful quick.
What's up with that? What's up with that?
So put that in the comments down below. Let me know about disc rot. Let me know if you like these vintage cartoons. Lots of topics covered in this one video. So hopefully you'll appreciate that. And if you do like the video, like, comment, subscribe, share, do all that normal YouTube stuff. I love you guys. Keep supporting me. You know, you can support me in many ways. You can hit the notification bell. You'll know when I post new videos and come back and watch them. You can hit me up on social media, JevMan316 on Instagram. We can chat there. You can come over on Sunday nights, 10 p.m. Eastern. We usually watch a movie. So come over and support any way you can. I love you guys. And until the next video, this has been JeffMan316. As always, I'm your pop culture reporter. I'm signing out saying, you guys be safe out there. Remember, Big Lots and Warner Brothers can both suck it. Until we meet again.